Charlie Kirk was assassinated today. So, if you don't know who Charlie Kirk is, he's one of those political commentators on YouTube. You know, he does the Ben Shapiro-style debates. He was pretty big in the Trump world for a while. I, as a liberal, never liked him. I never cared for him particularly. But after what's happened today, I think I can push all of that aside. So, what these Republicans like to do is they like to go on these tours where they debate people. You know, they'll be like, facts don't care about your feelings. Obviously, it's more in-depth than that, but you get the idea. And Charlie Kirk was doing one of those. Basically, Charlie, who is pretty goddamn young. He was like 30 years old, maybe 31. He's just sitting there in his chair, having a pretty good time, discussing something pretty unimportant. It looks like a very casual conversation politically, when suddenly, you hear a gunshot. Somebody in the crowd has a rifle, like an assault rifle or a sniper rifle. I'm not quite sure. Looks to me more like an assault rifle, but I'm no expert on guns at all. And this dude's jugular pretty much pops. He is instantly incapacitated. He goes like this. He passes out. And his body goes into a decerebrate posturing. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically when you have severe injury or you are murdered or shot or you fall from a tall distance and you have that instant death with your brain where it's killed like that pretty much and the oxygen's gone, your body will go into decerebrate posturing, which is why when you're sitting in a chair and you're, say, shot to death, your hands do that weird motion, almost like bunny rabbit motion, where it looks like you're sleeping and they're curled up. Yeah, that's your muscle groups flexing spastically after death. It only happens during severe injury. And it happened to Charlie while he was sitting in his chair, which looked extra disturbing. I was absolutely shocked by what I was watching. It was so brutal and disgusting. So much blood because they hit the jugular. And wow, this was a premeditated murder. It was a premeditated, cold murder that was designed to kill without any possibility of medical help. I think a headshot would have been less bad than this. This was extremely horrible. Just the way he was being so, like, he wasn't bothering anybody. He was just totally normally dressed, minding his own business in a chair, having a pretty good time making some content, I think, and shot in the neck, and choking and bleeding out, and it is going everywhere. Absolutely horrific and disgusting crime that has happened here. I don't know anything about the suspect. I don't know if they've been caught, but I hope they are apprehended extremely brutally, and that's putting it very politely. I just don't want to get terminated. And it sets a dangerous precedent for other artists. I mean, it's setting a precedent that if you're an artist and you have a negative political image, like Charlie Kirk did, that you can actually be assassinated. I don't think it's necessarily political. If it was political, they would go for someone much bigger than this. This was such a weak pick. Anybody could have assassinated him. It was so weak and so cowardly. So it's very strange they chose him. I don't think that it was political. I think it was probably more to do with them just not liking Charlie Kirk's personal views. His art, so to put it. So all of these other artists are at risk now, in my opinion. And I just think this is a horrible precedent. I don't think anything like this has ever happened before in the United States. And it is disgusting and awful, and I hope this is the last incident we have like this for a long time, if ever. Because Charlie Kirk was just a young dude. I mean, he was just a young guy. I think he just had a kid. I mean, he probably deserved some humiliation as a politician, as I think most politicians do deserve. But he didn't deserve to be murdered, and I don't understand what drove somebody to such extreme lengths. It just makes absolutely no sense to me, and I think that other talk show hosts, because that's really what Charlie Kirk was, other talk show hosts are at risk. Ben Shapiro, Ethan Klein, all of these people are in danger, because this sets a horrible precedent that if you hate somebody enough, you ought to just kill them. It's just absolutely awful, and I see it all over the place. And there's some people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, and I understand, like, being frustrated with Charlie Kirk and, you know, the Trump administration. It's really just a disgusting incident. I can't believe what I saw. I'm just still in shock about it. Like, to kill a 30-something-year-old person, like an early 30s, young, vibrant, healthy person, just to prove a political point is so evil. There are some evil people in this world who just want to cause violence and destruction, and they are terrifying, and they are out there, and these events really just cement that fact. I think the worst part about the death video that I saw was the fact that his head and his neck had a reverberating impact. As soon as the bullet hit, it did the classic thing when anyone gets shot. It just like, you reverberate. It almost looks like your skull deforms in the moment when you get shot. It just is so crazy, such an impact on your body. Just to see him go from being super normal and chill to that is awful. And to the people celebrating it, oh my god, fuck you, you're such a stupid douchebag. And I didn't like Charlie Kirk either. I didn't think his content was that good. He was part of a different world than anything I could have ever imagined. Now, I have a pretty good idea of who probably did this. I'm pretty confident it was an older man who was either jealous of Charlie or felt dismissed by Charlie and had serious mental issues. That's what I would assume probably happened here. I'd be very surprised if it's a younger man. If that's the case, whatever, but I doubt it. Charlie Kirk is now going to be seen as, like, a political icon now. The person who did this to him is such an idiot. They were trying to erase him from existence and kill him. And yet they've turned him now into a fucking icon who's going to probably be compared to, like, Gandhi at this point. So, good job. You've turned him into a goddamn legend who will be remembered forever. I just don't know what this person was thinking. So yeah, my condolences to Charlie Kirk's family. I think it is so shitty that his life had to end so short. All for what? Because you didn't want Charlie Kirk to live again or have any other enjoyable human moment because you were angry at him? Or was this like some kind of fucking incel secret mission where your agenda was that you were trying to scare the big political talking heads by killing their darling kids? Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. It's so stupid. And I'm really excited to see the suspect's face. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. I think a lot of people will too. And, yeah. Absolutely horrible. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and my condolences to his family. And, yeah. Fuck you, suspect. I'm out. Have a good night, guys.